Hey guys, how's it going? Today I'm going to show you how to draw the skull crawlers from Kong Skull Island. So, to start off, we're going to begin with the eye, and we want to make a small eye. So I'm going to start right up here, and I'm just going to make a very small oval shape for the eye. Then inside of it, I'm going to put a little circle, or a little dot, I should say. I know that's kind of hard to see there. Then above it, I'm going to draw a little sad face line. Then I'm also going to put a little line underneath it like that. Now, let's draw the shape of the head. So to start off, starting back here behind the eye, I'm going to draw a line that kind of curves up and then just kind of slowly comes down like that. Then I'm going to make this line kind of bumpy, and I'm going to end it right about there. Then I'm going to round this off, and then I'm going to make this line go down, and then come up, and then down, and then up a little bit more. Then I'm going to bring this line down like that. Then I'm going to start here and draw a line that comes down. And then over here, I'm going to draw a line that goes straight out and then curves down and then goes up and then down one more time. Then I'm going to curve this line up and around like this. Next, I'm going to draw the tongue. Now their tongue is really weird. It almost looks like they have 2 or 3 tongues on there. So starting right here, I'm going to draw a line that curves up and then down. And then it's going to curve back like this. Then starting here, I'm going to draw a line that goes up, and then I'm going to curve up for this tongue right here. Now, his mouth is full of teeth, so I'm going to draw some teeth just in like some random spots here, making them different sizes. Then I'm going to do the same thing down here. Then on this side, I'm going to curve this mouth a little bit, and I'm just going to kind of redraw this shape and kind of follow the pattern and then come down here like that. Then I'm going to draw some more teeth down here, kind of like his head is turned a little bit. Okay, so then starting up here, I'm going to draw a line that kind of curves up like this, and then it's going to come down like that. Now, I'm going to start drawing some lines, and as I draw them, I'm going to make them at a little bit of an angle like this. Then I'm going to come back here and I'm going to draw another little angled line like that. And I'm going to keep doing this, and I'm going to go up a little bit, and then I'm going to slowly start coming back down. And I'm going to keep doing this all the way around. And I'm going to keep doing this. I'm going to get them a little bit smaller. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep making this line, and I'm just going to curve it up here until I get right about there. Then I'm going to take this line right here, and I'm going to curve this around and slowly get a little bit larger until I get right to about there for his tail. Now, starting right here, I'm just going to draw a line that's going to come down like this, and then I'm going to slowly go back up just a little bit. Now let's work on his arm. So first, I'm going to start right here, and I'm going to draw a line that comes down and then goes up like this. Then I'm going to start here. I'm going to draw a line that kind of curves in and then kind of comes down right to about there. Then I'm going to draw a line that kind of curves and goes up and down and then stops right there. And make it a little longer. And then starting here, I'm going to draw a line that goes up to a point, and then it's going to go out, and then it's going to come back down like this. Now, starting right here, I'm going to begin his foot. So I'm going to draw a line that goes up, and then it's going to kind of curve in and make a little indentation there. And then I'm going to draw a little line that curves up. Then I'm going to make a line that just kind of comes back here and rounds off for the foot. Then I'm going to put a big claw in there. Then starting right here, I'm going to draw a line that just kind of goes around and curves in. And I'm going to put another large claw behind it. Now, over here, I want this arm to look like it's actually in the air. So what I'm going to do is, starting right here, I'm going to draw a line that just kind of curves down and makes a little bend right there. Then I'm going to curve this around, and I'm going to just draw a claw shape like this. Then I'm going to make a little bump and bring it up like that. Then starting here, I'm going to make a line that goes up and then down. Make another claw shape. Then I'm going to draw a bump and then go in like this. Then over here, I'm going to draw a line that kind of goes around. A little squiggly. Make a bump. Then I'm going to put a little claw shape on here, and then I'm just going to bring this into here. And then I'm just going to connect this line. And then I'm going to bring this line up here. And then I'm going to curve this line over here and bring it up towards the body. Then I'm just going to add some curved lines on the claws. Then I'm going to connect this line to the leg and the tail line to the leg. So right now we have the basic shape of our skull crawler, but now it's time to add all those really interesting lines that really make this thing pop and come to life. So let's begin on the head. So it almost looks like he has like a skull shape around his head. So starting right back here, I'm going to draw a line that just kind of comes down and goes around that line. And I'm just going to go up and around his eye like this. And then I'm going to curve it around the bottom and then kind of come back towards his mouth. Then right here, I'm going to make kind of like an ovalish shape right there on the skull. And then above here, I'm going to draw kind of like a half oval shape like that. Then I'm going to make kind of like another broken oval shape like that. Kind of show where that skull plate is. Then down here on his jaw, his whole jaw is kind of like a skull too. So I'm just going to come right here, curve this line around, and then connect it right there. Then right here, I'm going to add some curved lines and make some of them broken, make some short, make some long, just to show where like the skin is kind of wrinkly on his neck. Then back here, I'm going to make another kind of like big curved line that doesn't quite connect. Kind of looks like an ear, but it's not. Add some little extra lines around here to show that it's a little three-dimensional. It's kind of sunken in. Then I'm going to add kind of like a long broken line down here. I'm going to put 2 of them just to show kind of like some more areas of where the skin is stretched out. I'm going to add a few lines around here, a few more coming off there. Then back here on his back where we made all these nice ridge lines, I'm going to kind of curve these down a little bit and bring them up. But as I do that, you can see I'm not connecting them all the way. I'm using a lot of broken lines, kind of make it look almost like a little spine pattern back here. And I'm just going to draw these all the way around his whole body. And I'm going to go right down to all the way to the tail. You can kind of do every other one as you get farther down the tail and leave them a little bit farther apart. Like that. Then I'm going to continue this kind of line right here. I'm going to continue this kind of down the tail. Just like that. Now, on his leg, he kind of has more of that like plating on there. So starting right here, I'm just going to continue this line and kind of make a nice broken line down his leg. And then I'm going to make kind of like these little arrow shapes going down. I want them to kind of get smaller as they move down his leg. Put a nice big one, a couple big ones up there. Then I'm going to add some smaller lines towards the bottom of these. And then I'm just going to add a few little lines going up just to show this is kind of like a plated area where he's got like a little bit of protection. I'm going to add some more little lines and details around here on his legs. Some more broken lines and whatnot. Add some little extra lines on this leg too. Make some of these lines coming down to show where the skin is bending. Show little wrinkles and stuff. Then I'm just going to continue some of these lines down his torso. Put some more on the top by his arm. Then I'm going to draw a little line up here just to make his arm look a little bigger. I'm going to add a few little extra lines coming down here, just in different areas. Then I'm going to add some more of these broken lines kind of coming all around here on his body. Just to show kind of like some texture on there. Kind of continue it down towards the tail. Then we can add some details onto the fingers, kind of make these a little bit stick out a little bit more. A couple little wrinkled lines and bends in his hand. Put some lines on his toes. Draw a few little long lines on his claws. Then I'm also going to want to add a little bit of detail lines on his skull plate up here. So I'm going to make a couple little lines like this, just to show where the skull would kind of like bend and move a little bit. I'm just going to add a couple little broken lines around the area here, some around some of these little lines. Put a couple more up here. Put some around there. I'm just going to add a few more onto his hands. And you can also come up here and add a few little extra lines onto his little spikes on his back. And just add a few little extra detail lines wherever you want to. Put a few lines here by his arm where it's bending. A couple lines right here. And there you go. There's your drawing of the skull crawler from Kong Skull Island. I'm going to fast forward and start coloring this. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed.